Hello, dear friends. Today I want to share with you some timeless lessons that have guided me through life's journey. Lessons about fairness, balance, and the quiet strength that comes from living with integrity. These are not just ideas, they are principles that can transform how you see the world and how you live in it. Let me tell you a story. Once there was a king who ruled a prosperous kingdom. He was fair to his friends, harsh to his enemies, and indifferent to strangers. One day, a wise sage visited him and said, "A ruler's greatness lies not in his power, but in his impartiality." The king was puzzled. He asked, "How can I be fair to those who wish me harm?" The sage replied, "Fairness is not about favoring anyone. It's about balancing the scales of justice, even when it's difficult." This story reminds us that true strength lies in being fair, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Whether you're a leader, a parent, or a friend, practicing impartiality builds trust and respect that lasts generations. Life is like a river. It flows with ups and downs. I've seen people lose everything they've worked for, and I've seen others rise from nothing to great heights. But do you know what remains constant? The choices we make in those moments. When life is good, it's easy to be kind and fair. But when challenges come, that's when our true character is tested. Once a young man came to me, frustrated because he felt life was unfair. He said, "I've done everything right, but nothing works out." I asked him, "Have you ever been unfair to others in your pursuit of success?" He hesitated. That's when he realized that his shortcuts had cost him his peace of mind. Remember, even if unfair gains bring temporary success, they will never bring lasting happiness. Think of your heart as a weighing scale. When it's balanced, you see clearly. But when it tilts, whether out of anger, greed, or fear, your judgment becomes clouded. I've learned that the most noble minds are those that remain steady, like a scale, even in the face of temptation or adversity. A student once asked me, "How do I know if I'm on the right path?" I told him, "Listen to your heart. When it falters, when it whispers doubts, that's your inner compass warning you. Heed it and you'll avoid ruin." Let me leave you with this thought. The world may not always reward fairness, but it will always respect it. I've met people who lost their wealth because they chose to be honest, and yet they slept peacefully at night. Their children grew up to be kind and just, carrying forward a legacy of integrity. And that's the true measure of a life well lived, not in the riches we accumulate, but in the values we pass on. Whether you're a business person, a parent, or a student, treat others' trust as sacred. Use it wisely as if it were your own. Dear friends, life is a journey of balance. It's about being fair when it's hard, staying steady when it's chaotic, and choosing integrity over convenience. As you go about your days, ask yourself, am I balancing the scales of my heart? Am I leaving a legacy I can be proud of? Thank you for joining me today. If these words resonated with you, share this video with someone who needs to hear them. And remember, the path to peace begins with a single step, a step towards fairness, balance, and mindfulness. Until next time, be well, and may your heart always guide you true.